So with the Battlefield Hardline beta out this week, one of the new game modes you'll get to play is Heist. And here we are on Bank Job, probably the most appropriate map to play the game mode Heist on, because essentially you have to break into a bank and steal the money and the cash and the jewels and the diamonds and all of the assets from said bank. So this is a little showcase here just of what the map looks like. You can see it's very urban. You have essentially a kind of triangular format of road systems. Then you have to get in and crack the vault. You can actually enter from multiple different ways by utilizing breaking in and explosives through the walls. You can drill in through the main bank vault door. But there's a lot of really intense close quarter action, and probably the game mode which gave the most dynamic for me so far between the kind of police and the criminals, the cops and the robbers, because you know you are trying to break into a bank and steal the money, so obviously you're going to feel that. The game mode actually is really interesting in that you have to kind of, it's like you have to move and secure and take and hold. It's kind of like Rush in 2 stages. You have to break in by multiple methods, different angles. As you can see here, you can lay down fire molotovs to actually block routes, so you can actually prevent them getting in once you've secured an area. Then the guys have got to grab the cash and get out of there. They've got to secure it off to the exit points. There's a couple of exit points. So breaking in here, smashing the cops down into the ground and utilizing your skills as criminals played out really well. And as again you can see here, locking down the doorways into the vault or blowing out through. You can get in or you can get out. This can be an exit point, so the way that you came in is not necessarily the way you had to go back out. That's pretty good, because obviously you could imagine there would be definitely a spawn trap sort of choke point possibility there, but that's no issue. You can just break out the back of the bank and run away. So you shouldn't expect it to be entirely sort of locked down and claustrophobic and people just lying down firing and you can't make a move once you've got in there. You don't end up trapped in a little room. Now if that's going to play out the same on all of the other maps where this game mode comes in, that's going to be pretty good. But this bit right here is the bit that I particularly enjoy the most with Heist. It's when you've got the cash and you've got to break out, you've got to get to the exit point. It reminds you a lot of many films, but Heat is obviously the film that mostly comes to mind here as you are sort of running across the road. Now this was one of my favourite moments from when I actually got to play at the Hardline event the other day. I have dropped down from the top, I've picked up the cash, and I'm running to get to the exit here. And this was really intense because obviously you know that the enemy team are completely hunting you at this point. You know that they're trying to get to you, they're trying to lock you down. It reminds you very much of kind of Obliteration in Battlefield 4, where you've got the bomb and everyone knows you have the bomb and they're coming to take you down. And can you make it there in time? Can you secure the position? Now interestingly here you'll notice I don't get out. That's because we are pretty aware of the fact that there are other enemies, there are the police guys up on top of the building here. So I just let those guys go out. I'm letting them do a little focus, a little clear. I let this guy come out, he's going to deal with any of the guys coming in on the ground floor, and then we're heading back up onto the top deck. And there's a little bit of a trade-off here because they actually made a great change with Heist, which is that as you can see, as I approach the top deck here, it says getaway incoming. So you can't just run straight away and secure that objective. You have to wait around, you have to wait for the helicopter to come in right now so I can secure it. But even then, I didn't want to rush out here. You can see there's guys all around me, covering me from different positions. I was really under pressure to try and help lock these guys down along with my team. Eventually I decided I'm not going to bother with this guy, I'm just going to run and try and secure that objective on the way out, and here we go, mission complete. I really enjoyed the dynamic of this mode, guys, and there's going to be a lot more Battlefield Hardline content coming up all this week.